Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Zoe. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I really do hope that you decide to subscribe, and if you're a current subscriber, please make sure that your bell is on, as YouTube doesn't like suggesting true crime content. So today's video is another true crime video, but I just want to say a couple of things before we get into today's case. So from now on my channel, I am going to be posting one true crime video a week, and on a Saturday you're going to get a normal video from me, whether that be a story time or a makeup video, something along them lines, because I really feel like I want to show my true self. I want to be able to show my other sort of editing styles, do less serious videos, and you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So no matter what type of content you would like to see, whether it be the normal sort of content or the true crime sort of content, you can just stick around and watch the videos that you want to watch. So I do want to say that today's case is a shorter one. There is not a lot of information at all. It is unsolved and it is very frustrating. It has been unsolved for the past 24 years and her family really want justice. So we are going to share this video regardless of the length, and hopefully we can get them some sort of information. Today we are going to be talking about the unsolved murder of Melanie Hall. Melanie Hall was born on the 20th of August 1970. She grew up in Bath, England with her parents Pat and Stephen Hall. They absolutely adored their daughter. Melanie was described as being caring, young and vibrant. She was very smart and she knew exactly where she wanted to be in life, and one of her dream goals was to graduate from university. In 1995 that dream came true and she graduated from the University of Bath. Soon after, she was employed by the NHS as a clerk officer, and she worked at the Royal United Hospital in Bath. On the 8th of June 1995, Melanie had decided to stay over at her boyfriend's, Philip Carlbaum's home. Her mother, Pat, had drove her to her boyfriend's home, and when they arrived they said their final goodbyes, and little did Pat know that this would be the last time she would see her daughter alive. Now Melanie and Philip had arranged to see friends that evening, and that's exactly what they did. They had both attended the Cadillac's nightclub in Bath and met with another couple. So drinks were flowing and everybody was having a really good evening, until things started to get a little heated between Melanie and Philip. Philip had thought that he saw Melanie dancing with another man, so of course there was a little bit of an argument between the couple, and then Philip was seen leaving the nightclub on his own and he was clearly upset. It's believed that Melanie did stay inside the club because she was seen sitting on a stool next to the dance floor at around 1:10 AM. On the 11th of June 1996, Melanie was due to go back into work, but for some reason she didn't arrive. This was very strange for Melanie. Like I said earlier, she was a hard worker. She really enjoyed work. There was no reason for her not to turn up and not let somebody know exactly why she couldn't come into work. Later that day, her parents decided to call the police and report their daughter as missing. A police investigation was started immediately, and police started searching the local areas to see if they could find any information that linked to Melanie. During her disappearance, her boyfriend Philip was clearly visibly upset. He had talked about how he didn't expect this to happen. He was clearly devastated, and as far as I'm aware, the police looked into him. He was cleared. He was never a prime suspect in their case. As far as I'm aware, the police didn't have any information or any evidence to suggest that Philip had done something to Melanie. Police decided to search the River Avon in hopes of finding Melanie or some of her belongings, but unfortunately nothing came to light. Months turned into years, and unfortunately the police were getting very little information and the case soon ran cold. Investigators interviewed over 1,000 partygoers and taxi drivers that were in the area on the night that Melanie disappeared, but unfortunately nothing came from these interviews. Crime Watch, Crime Stoppers and her parents all made public appeals in hopes of getting some sort of information. A £10,000 reward was set up by police, but again nothing came from it. The case just seemed to be cold. Despite everybody trying to find Melanie or some sort of information, it was decided that Melanie Hall would be legally pronounced dead in 2004. That didn't stop searches though. People were still holding out hopes that they could find her body and hopefully be able to close this case and give her family justice. On the 5th of October 2009, a motorway worker was working in the vegetation at the side of a slip road at junction 14 on the M5 motorway. He came across a plastic bin bag that contained bones. The bones included a skull, pelvis and thigh bones. More remains were also buried in the area as well. Police were called and investigators did confirm that the remains were in fact human. A piece of jewellery was found with the remains and Melanie's parents confirmed that this piece of jewellery belonged to Melanie. A post-mortem was performed and they used dental records to confirm that the remains did belong to Melanie Hall. It was discovered that Melanie had sustained a blunt force trauma injury to her head and her jaw. Investigators also had evidence to suggest that she had been bound with blue rope. Police had also said that they found keys near the remains that they believe belonged to a Ford Transit van, and at the time they were working alongside Ford to try and locate the vehicle. Once the news broke, her parents and Crime Watch decided to do a fresh appeal in hopes of getting some information. Police had also raised the reward money from £10,000 to £20,000 in hopes of making an arrest. Shortly after, a man was arrested because he claimed to be responsible for Melanie's murder, but they looked into this man and it was established that he wasn't mentally well and was only admitted to this to try and get the reward money. In 2010, 2 further men were arrested but they weren't charged and were released. Now, looking into the information around these arrests, I cannot find out a reason why these men were let go. Whether they didn't have enough information or it was just a genuine suspicion into these men, I don't know. If you do know why they were just released, please let me know in the comments below. Between 2009 and 2019, 11 men have been arrested in connection to Melanie's murder. But unfortunately nobody has been charged and her family unfortunately don't have the answers that they need. In late 2019 it was revealed that police managed to get a partial DNA sample from a piece of rope that was buried with her body. But this key information has not brought them any closer to Melanie's killer. Her parents have recently revealed that they will be giving anybody who can give them valid information or lead to the conviction of Melanie's killer £50,000. That's a £50,000 reward for anybody with information that leads to an arrest. I really hope that they will get the information that they deserve. I know police are looking into the possibility that this case is connected to other cases such as the Batman rapist, Levi Bousfield and Christopher Halliwell, but they have not released any further information into that. They have not released what evidence they actually have that makes them think it could be connected, but I know that they're not leaving any stone unturned. Police did put together some questions in hopes that somebody would come forward, so I'm going to read a couple of them for you now. Did you see Melanie after 1:10 AM on Sunday the 9th of June? Did you see her leave the Cadillac's nightclub or go anywhere else within the nightclub other than sitting on the dance floor, or see who she was with at any time after this? Were you in the Cadillac's nightclub that night? It was the evening where England drew 1-1 with Switzerland in the opening game of the Football Euro 96 Championships. If you were there and haven't spoken to police, please call us. Are you concerned about the change in behaviour of a friend or relative or anyone showing any particular interest in this inquiry? I will leave contact information down below and a full list of questions linked down below also. So if you know any information, you know the relevant people that you should be contacting. Like I said at the beginning, this case does not have much information at all, but I totally feel like it's as important as any other case. It has been an unsolved and practically cold case for the past 24 years. Melanie's family have publicly expressed their feelings around this case multiple times, and every time I read over the things that they say, it totally breaks my heart. And I really hope that they get the closure, they get a conviction, and they just get the justice that they deserve. They have been searching for the past 24 years for justice, and that's the least they deserve. They deserve to have a conviction, have answers, and finally be able to be at some sort of peace. Melanie was a lovely girl, and her life was cut short by another human being, and nobody deserves that. I truly hope that her family gets some sort of justice, and I hope her killer is eventually caught. That is all for today's case. As I say, it was a short one, but this case is as important as any other case out there. Please share this video on your social networking sites so people can see Melanie's face. People can hear Melanie's story, and hopefully it will bring some sort of information to her family. Like I said, if you have any information around this case, please contact the police, contact the relevant departments. I'll leave all the contact numbers below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you've been around here for a while, you know at the end of my videos, I give you a word to comment below so I can see who actually managed to watch the whole video. Today's word is horse. Horse. I realised in my last video I said the word quite quickly and a lot of people didn't realise what I said. So today's word is horse. Comment anything you want down below because these videos don't get monetized and nobody seems to see them, so the engagement really helps. And I shall see you on Saturday for my next video. Bye.